Hello everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you the two possible methods through which you can get the reverse shell out of an n8n instance. And we are going to use it only from the node options. The two nodes which we are going to talk about are execute command and the second one is called code. So we are just going to discuss the two nodes which I've mentioned and all the restrictions which comes with these nodes as well. So first of all, let's talk about that node called execute command. This user TBRUX, Tribrooks, I hope I have pronounced it correct. This guy has created a very straightforward video. So as he has shown you straightforward, import our node called execute command. And as the name suggests, this node can execute command on the bare OS, on the operating system on which that n8n instance is running. So what this guy is doing is that he has gone to the website called revshell.com. From there, he has grabbed a PHP reverse shell, and that PHP reverse shell, he has put it in this command template, which comes with this execute command node. So here the problem is that what if your operating system does not contains PHP? So in that case, that is not going to work. So maybe you can use the bare minimum bash reverse shell, which does not require any type of installation on the operating system. So in any case, you can use PHP reverse shell if PHP is there, or you can use simply the bash reverse shell as well. So before you execute that command using that execute command node, first what you have to do is to start the listener on your machine. Of course, I personally prefer Penelope for capturing the reverse shells, but netcat is also fine. So once you start your listener, then you go and you execute that node, and in that way you capture the reverse shell on your listener. So there's a one and very straightforward way, and there's the only reason why the n8n team has blocked that execute command node by default. So if you're using the n8n versions above v2.0.0, this execute command node is disabled by default. So the reason is very obvious. Anyone who has access to that n8n instance, he can simply import that execute command node, and in an instance he can get the reverse shell or whatever he wants to do with that machine, he can do. That's why n8n team has disabled that execute command node by default, which is a good thing. So let me bring to you another node which still they have not disabled by default, but they have put some security measures there. We are going to discuss that. That node, as I've said, is called code, right? And if you read the description of that node, what it does, it runs custom JavaScript or Python code where on your operating system on which the n8n instance is being running. So even if you know a little bit about pen testing, this thing is very obvious that if you're able to run your JavaScript or Python code on the operating system without any restriction, right? So it's your custom JavaScript or Python code, you can simply get the reversal out of that machine. But there are a few catches we are going to talk about. So first import that node. And when we select that node, we are given the two options. Either do we want to use the JavaScript or do we want to use the Python? First, let's go with the Python. When I click, I'm provided with the default, or you can say a dummy code. And when I click on execute step just for the verification, just check the error. The error is Python is missing from that system. So here's the thing. Here's the first catch. Normally, the n8n instance is installed via a Docker, and in that Docker, the Python is not installed by default. So in your case, if you're going to run any type of code using that node, the problem is that the Python is not installed on your operating system. So that's why this thing is not going to work. But still, as a pen tester, this thing should be mentioned in your checklist that you need to import that node and you need to verify whether the Python is installed or not. And if this is installed, the things become very simple for you. What you can do, you can simply go to the reverse shell generator, type Python here, and there are a lot of Python reverse shells available here, and you can grab any type of reverse shell you want, paste the reverse shell here, modify the IPs, open the listener on your operating system, on your Kali machine or whatever you're using as a listener, and you can simply grab the reversal out of that. So there's the first method. It only works if the Python is installed. So now let's come to our second method, which is using the JavaScript. So again, when we import and start that node, we are again provided with the default some sample JavaScript code. Let's execute that step in order to verify that whether the JavaScript is installed or not, unlike the Python. So when I click on execute step, you can see node executed successfully. This means the JavaScript or the Node.js is properly installed on that server. So now you might think that, wow, now we have the chance of getting the reversal out of that machine. What we can simply do is that copy any type of JavaScript reversal, copy it, paste it here, and get the reversal instantly. Here's the catch. So let's say I use this JavaScript reversal here. And if I execute it, as you can see what's happening, module disallowed. So the catch here is that you are not allowed to import any type of module. So if you go to their official documentation, they've mentioned that for security reasons, the code note restricts importing modules. So whether it's the Python code you're running or the JavaScript code you're running, by default, you can run the basic Python or JavaScript commands given that they are installed, but still you cannot import any type of modules due to their security restrictions. But again, as a pen tester, what you need to do is first you need to check if the execute command node is enabled by the administrator. If that's enabled, very well, you can simply get the reversal, or you can do any type of pen testing you want to do. So secondly, you need to check if you are able to import the code module, and then depending upon whether the Python is installed or the JavaScript installed, you can proceed with that one. And still, if you're able to run the JavaScript or Python codes, you are not allowed to import any type of modules. So all you can do is to pray that the administrator has enabled the import module option in either the Python or JavaScript, and through that you can easily get the reversal. So these are the three methods and basically the two nodes through which there's a possibility of getting a reversal out of an n8n instance. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and if you know any other trick through which you can get the reversal out of an n8n instance, do let us know.